Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of They Are Billions. So today we are at Will's house. So instead of having my mother walk in and start complaining, you might hear his mother or his sisters in the background.
Emphasis on might, and they probably won't complain.
Yes. So probably not as funny, but...
Yeah.
Alright. So, Will, you weren't here for the last episode, but in the last episode I attempted this and lost hardcore. But I also managed to unlock, via the research tree, the farm. So, I feel like now would be a great time to go back and do the Hunter's Meadow.
Sounds good.
This is new.
Oh, you can change it.
We're going to leave it on 100% challenging. Because this game is absolutely... screw it. Let's go for hard.
What?
It says it only affects the number of victory points you get. I don't get it.
So, okay.
That must affect like the number of zombies there are.
Yes. Yes. The level of difficulty you choose only affects the total victory points you will get at the end of each mission in terms of the total campaign.
Mm-hmm.
So, victory points is just our total score at the end of the campaign.
Okay.
But the first one was really easy, and this was supposed to be the second one. So, I feel like this will also be very easy. So I'm going to put on... let's just leave it on normal, because I don't want to die really, really hard. Because notice how it just gets twice as hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a mic?
Huh?
The mic is
Yeah, right there.
Believe it or not, it's actually really good quality.
It's
I love her.
it's better than the crunchiness that is the regular quality. So
Remember the boneless pizza video?
Yeah.
Our voices without that thing sound like that video.
Can I get a bowl?
Hello everyone, welcome back to Their Billions. Today I'm at Will's house. Something like that.
Have Farron scream for the mic.
Yeah, the cat's gonna be heard in the video,
That's fine.
most certainly.
people like cats for the most part. These lands of lush pastures are ideal placed. I've already read this before. It's farmland. Small groups, many hordes. Alright. Build a colony worthy of the empire. Sure. Alright, so literally just I need to get a high population.
Yeah, the population is higher than the normal missions at the start of the game. But it doesn't say that we need to destroy all the zombies. It's basically just don't get destroyed.
Yes, and I have 60 days to get 600 people, and that should be plenty of time.
Yeah, considering you were able to get 400 people in 20 days.
Yes, I don't think we're going to need all 60, unless when they said zombies and wander on some map means actual hordes, because that would be an issue,
Yeah.
to say the least. What's better than a squad of Marines? A Thanos that's all out of cigars.
The way you were describing the Thanatos to me reminds me of Tychus from StarCraft and Heroes of the Storm. You know, that game I keep bringing up in every single commentary. Because Tychus, his whole thing is that he's stuck in one of those giant armor suits that's in every StarCraft game. And he's always smoking a cigar. And one of the running gags in some of his voice lines is that he drops the cigar inside his suit sometimes. Okay, so as always, we're just setting up the tents.
Mm-hmm. Setting up the tents, 3 tents at the beginning as always. Now, apparently some people have been complaining in the review section for this game about how it's, like, too hard or boring and stuff. And you want to know what I have to say to that?
No, we don't want to sound like elitists.
Get good scrubs! Okay. Like, I suck at this game, and I'll freely admit it. But at least I'm not complaining about it.
It looks like one of those playable ads for Clash of Clans.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
when we get like the big military later in the game, it actually looks like an ad. Remember, like those ads where it's like 20,000 soldiers like mowing down zombies and like they never get overrun? That's what it looks like at the end of the game.
Then what are you working towards?
So we're playing in a campaign where it's like reconquer the Earth.
Like Risk.
This is a post-apocalyptic future. The story that we know so far is that humanity reached a point.
We got more story. Explain what you were saying. Recap it.
so far, all we know is that humanity reached a point where we had 80 billion people on the planet, and there
You
was
mean tomorrow?
there was no like urban, sorry, no rural area, I should say,
Or suburbs.
yeah, or suburbs. It was all city.
We are suburbs.
Yeah. So what is it? At some point, we don't know how
I think
yet,
the game froze.
but
What is happening?
oh, there you go.
I might have to turn down the graphics.
We don't know how yet, but a virus broke out and started turning people into zombies. For some reason.
Alright, so the bit of lore that I got yesterday was the population 10 years after that 80 billion mark hit 95 billion. And the government was saying, oh, it's all fine, don't worry, everything's alright. But scientists were starting to say that this way of life was unsustainable. The low... Because not a lot was created in the cities, and farmland was being vastly depleted and turning into wasteland by trying to suck every last nutrient out of the soil.
Lord, she coming.
Jump scared. Oh, the cat is standing on the microphone. Fantastic. Don't meow.
She's
Don't
sitting
do
on
that.
the microphone.
No, don't do that, cat. Get away. Alright.
The
Oh,
worst place.
That's gonna sound interesting when she just lays down on top of the
All you can hear is
Yeah.
and screaming in the
Where
background.
do you want to put this?
I don't know. Just put it on here for now.
You can't put it on wood.
Shoot on wood.
You
Then have an
on
unfair
wood.
and mat.
We could do it on a mat. Yeah.
why are you dying? I don't like it when my archers die.
This has to be washed.
I wash it every time I clean it.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm glad they heal naturally over time like that in this game mode anyway, because
Yeah.
they don't in the bunker raid missions.
Yeah. Which can be annoying. There is a lot of zombies around, and they're not the weak ones. What is going
I
on?
was wondering if that bottle of water would fit upside down inside it, because I'm like, what is this for? This thing comes out. And there was no instructions that I saw, did you?
Stick on the bottom.
Yeah, it's just a sticker on the bottom.
Kind of stick on the there.
Right. I forgot I need to...
You sure that doesn't
I need
need
to
be washed
actually
out?
get the research building in order to research the farm for this
I'll do
map
it upstairs.
before I get the actual farm.
Can you just demolish the research building afterwards?
Maybe. I don't know.
I hope so.
I might not be able to build more farms, but it's not going to destroy the farms I already have.
That bottle looks like it might be a little tall for that, but I don't know. I'm really good with space
Alright, I
shuttles.
really need to set up some patrols. I'm not paying attention, really. And it's going to lead to tragedy.
Why is there towels and stuff all over this?
Wasn't me.
It's supposed to be clothes drying, not having wet towels going on top of it.
You said no complaining.
Yeah. We were almost there.
What, 5 minutes into the video?
No, almost there, as in there was talking, but there wasn't like mass complaining.
Oh.
Oh, the train comes from that way this time.
Why am I struggling with this? Give me a farm. Or
Did you
not a
guys
farm.
already do the whites that were in the laundry? The load of
Yeah.
whites? You did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man. That was perfect. That's exactly how I look usually. But, you know, always a slow start in this game.
You say slow start, but everyone in the reviews recently has been like, you know, very lost.
Massacred?
A little massacred, but also like lost on what to do in the early game. They've not really had the best start to their runs.
Like how I explained it before, this game kind of has like an exponential setting. If you go too slow in the beginning, then you will lose at the end. So I do understand those
Yeah.
complaints. Somewhat.
I don't know. I don't think they should really be taken as like complaints, because they're putting them out more like, I guess you could say like a warning label, saying that this game is not just like something you can just kind of try out and be good at. You have to like practice or like know the mechanics. Because as we were discussing before the recording, people in the reviews for this game that I've seen recently have said that it is likely you will die in the first mission. Meanwhile, in the first recording we did, Brendan was talking about how boring and slow it was because he's used to the survival game mode.
I haven't been paying attention. I think I killed off all my archers by accident, which might lead to our death. Whoops.
We still have that one.
I still... Oh, 3. Perfect. That's what I need. Okay, so you're going to go on a patrol from there to there. You are going to go on a patrol from there to, like, there. And then you're going to go on a patrol... Oh, that's good enough. Sounds good to me. Yay! Now we won't have any random wandering zombies completely destroy our brand new civilization.
Yep.
And have a -1 food. How'd that happen?
Right. So, reviews were listing legitimate design choice complaints with this game. Design choice issues, I should say.
But realized I never saw a single complaint. Like, there was literally maybe like 1 or 2 in the early
No. They're talking about the campaign. They're not talking about survival mode.
Well, I know, but I saw people complain about survival mode too. Like, in early access when it was just survival mode, not a single complaint. Some people said, be warned, it's a really, really hard game. If you're not good at RTSs, I wouldn't recommend it. But even those would be on a positive review, because they would put up the thumbs up on Steam. Now, I see people coming out saying, I was really hoping that the campaign would fix the game, but it didn't, kind of thing. And it's like, you never complained about it before.
Well, it's because the campaign has stuff like borderline mandatory choices in the tech tree that the game doesn't warn you about beforehand. I saw some people talking about barricades and how the devs were saying that you should have taken barricades.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Not that you could have.
I'm worrying about market, and then I'll worry about barricades.
Yeah, we're gonna struggle for the next horde, basically.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. It's gonna be a lot of pausing and like training zombies in circles with archers.
Yeah, like the first one.
Did you like it?
Yeah, she's done that like 6 times now
She's still.
over the course of the day.
She's not.
That's okay. It's all okay. Anyway, what was I doing? I don't even remember what I'm doing. So I'm working. Okay, so the first priority is I want to get the wood. Well, no. First priority is always getting a soldier center because they're. Oh, I thought that was her tongue. Sorry, I thought like her tongue just got like 6 times larger and she just like slathered up my entire arm.
Oh, I hate her. It's just like the worst thing that we've ever done.
Oh, good times. Anyway, so the first thing's always getting the soldier center. That way, in case there is an actual horde on day 7, like there usually is, it's not a worry. But, you know, this is like supposed to be the 2nd level, so pretty easy. What am I waiting for again? Do I need more food? Oh, I need more power. That's what I needed. A lot of hurrying up and waiting in this game. I'll admit that too. And then a lot of hurry up and waiting, and then you lose after waiting for like 2 hours.
Yeah. Something else I was reading is that in the missions I have been personally playing, the ones where you send in your hero and they raid abandoned fortresses and bunkers and things, the main goal is to collect an artifact. And
okay, if they're complaining about how hard it is to find the research and stuff, I'll get on that board with that. It's a little ridiculous.
Yeah, that's the main thing they're talking about, because in these things you can find empire points and you can find research points, as we've seen in the previous videos. And they're both basically mandatory, because you find a max of about 200 or 300 when you go into the bunker, and each little resource thing that you can pick up, and it gives you the points, gives you a few in intervals of 10, so like between like 10 and 30. So you need quite a few to max out both, and they're essential because the research points gives you things on the tech tree, and the empire points allows you to spend more resources to get soldiers and things on the hordes. So if you don't spend time, and this wouldn't be an issue because exploring it is fun, but at the same time,
The exploring part isn't the problem. It's the fact they have to highlight every single box.
Yeah, that's the issue. because every RTS game, every point-and-click adventure, has had the design thing where there's some kind of visual cue besides highlighting every single box and barrel or something with your mouse. In the first bunker we explored, there's actually the last thing I looted, I remember this very specifically, was a barrel in the middle of about 12 barrels. And it wouldn't be such an issue if the barrel didn't look exactly the same. Plus, in the second bunker that we explored and like multiple times, I died once, and then you finished it up when I left the other day. What is it? There were boxes outside near where the artifact we had to collect was, and they looked like something you could collect, but they weren't. They were just kind of placed there randomly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I eventually, so, like we were complaining about earlier, how it's super hard to find them. I eventually found the last of the research, like, in this little secret area off the map, which was really cool to find and explore. Like, that made sense. You couldn't find it because it was a hidden area that you had to explore and find.
Mm.
It was just a little break in a fence that was really small, but you could click through it, and if you were paying attention, you could definitely see it. And it made sense, because the zombies had to get in somehow. But I was 10 Empire points short, and so I was looking around, and eventually I found it in just a random crate at the beginning of the map. Like, the fact that it took me forever to find that stuff that was hidden is okay. The fact that it took me forever to find something that was in plain sight isn't.
Yeah.
Will you send me any from these videos?
I linked you to his channel.
Well, I'm scrolling back through our text, and all I see is an "oops, I did it again" meme. With like a furry on the cover.
Oh yeah, I said I'm lost in YouTube again, and I found like one of those like Flipnote furry videos.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, you just sent me a screenshot of you playing Left 4 Dead.
Nice.
I definitely linked you to his channel. I remember it has like what is your picture from? Isn't it Star Wars?
Yes.
It's an X-wing, right?
Oh, the B-Man.
Duh.
I had to scroll up a little bit further.
I like how it took me a minute to remember what your picture was, despite me playing nothing but Star Wars recently.
Mm-hmm. So right now I'm doing food,
Spinach ravioli.
tents, soldier
Explore.
center. The more
I
food.
think spinach ravioli is good. But
That was I honestly am kind of proud of that video. Like, it's slow at points. I need to do a couple more time lapses, but for the most part, only spending like a half hour editing it. I liked it.
very good.
You figured out a way. Wait, on what?
Their billions.
No. Yeah. I thought you were going to say spinach ravioli for a second. I was going to go, wait, what? That was at like 2 an hour ago.
So you're at 6 now.
Wait, on spinach ravioli?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
People like spinach ravioli.
Who needs food?
Oh yeah,
The
the,
cookie.
yeah, the very beginning. We're still a cookie though.
6 pounds of butter.
I think that might actually be 8. Yeah, there's 4 containers. That's 8 pounds of butter.
Yeah.
Just waiting for that train to come in 10 hours.
So you figured out a way to like put clips together, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I've got to go through and scan a bunch of our videos from like probably FTL, but also like Left 4 Dead is one thing because I already have the bungeed clip on my phone.
Oh, you just get through most of it? The best part of it was me cutting up the vegetables and stuff, because that
Okay,
at least had
this
good
looks
music.
fire.
Oh, go to the part where it's like a bit before the midway point where he tries to light the stove.
After cutting the vegetables?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did I hear him? No, fry the glasses.
Oh yeah, here's it. This is it. face was right next to it. Man.
You have no eyebrows.
It was an experience.
Wait, have you seen that video of somebody like doing that, like singing a song with like the beat from the oven, and then all of a sudden at the end of the video when he finishes the song, just everything explodes.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think I have.
That made me laugh so hard, but I feel like it's gonna happen to us.
Yeah, it's interesting experience. I think we need slightly more people in order to. Oh, can I not place it there? Oh man. Okay. I guess I'll place. Oh my god. Wow, it's killing me. I'm gonna need slightly more people before I can just throw down some farms and then just spam.
Yeah.
I think Karen's in love with you.
It's like an allergy pill, and my eyes aren't itchy for once. Like usually, I'll take like an allergy pill, and it doesn't matter. I'll be on the floor dying, but I'm okay right now.
He's allergic to cats, dogs, and peanuts. Or nuts and seeds, I should say.
Are you also allergic to seafood?
No, well, yes, but I eat it anyway.
I guess you're like a lactose intolerant person.
No, I am not. I would kill myself if I was. Ice cream's like my favorite food.
Yeah, you and me both. Not the ice cream part, but I would kill myself.
Oh yeah, because you drink a gallon of milk every time you come to my
Remember
house.
when you thought you were lactose intolerant because you got sick from drinking a gallon of milk?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, no, I'm pretty sure it's because you drink a gallon of milk.
I was in so much pain.
I wonder why. Oh, God. Might as well just go right up to the cow.
My mother basically called me an
Uh,
idiot. So, is that for the cat?
No, that's for me.
Okay.
see, watch. I'm gonna say this has been a really boring game so far, and like very slow, not anything going on. And then all of a sudden it's gonna be like Horde coming in 8 hours. I'll be like, and this is how we lose. So I haven't even placed a single wall yet or
Can
anything.
the train like just run them over?
The train
Yeah, it
can't
can.
run my people over, but it can run the zombies over.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we figured that part out.
It was very, very nice.
Can you
Because
summon when the train comes? Like, train, come now.
No, it comes every 20 hours.
Oh.
Or once a day.
In one of the previous videos, he had to make a colony in like the bottom left corner of the map, and in the top right there was an infected city. So he had to make a colony that was big enough to survive, and also a military big enough to wipe out the thing. And the train ran through both of them. So every time the train went through the infected city, we were afraid it was going to make too much noise and attract all the zombies to the colony because
It went through the freaking city first. And
Yeah.
I'm sitting there like, you
So
know...
he built like double-decker walls, like where the train would come through from the city.
No, I think my favorite part was when I was actually fighting them, and the train comes through, and it mows down all the zombies, and then all my soldiers just park for it.
like,
I'm the conductor.
That was a good time. See, like, that zombie came out of nowhere. This guy was just sitting here. So that's what makes me nervous.
wasn't one of the things like zombies can just wander onto the map?
Yes, that's what's making me nervous right now, because there's no choke points or anything to really start
Yeah.
dealing with them. So I'm just waiting for something to go horribly, horribly wrong. But I have all of the resources and not enough food to spend it, but I'm researching the cottage. Alright, I guess I'll just, like, throw down another singular house. No, I need more workers. Yeah, I don't have enough stuff to do things. What? Are you alright? You're gonna die? No, that's okay. That's good. That's not good.
Now that we know the heroes are only used in one type of level, I wonder if there's like just a flat out better choice between the two rather than just like direct play styles. Because the other one was like faster firing and
Less damage and ran could like run instead
Run
of
faster?
walk at a meager pace.
Yeah.
Okay, that finished. Now we can research the farm. And you'll see why the farm's so good in a second. Because this was getting me like 17, 18 food at a max. And the farm's not even close to being done research, so I'll just restart this conversation in a second. Oh, you mean dead. And dying. Oh, yeah, dead and dying. Yep, that is exactly what's happening.
And just the crunching of it. Why do you hang out with me? I kind of like you. Slightly. She kind of sleeping now.
I didn't realize she was down there.
I think she knows we're recording. She's not gonna talk.
Alright, so we got most of this protected at least a little. I don't even know what that is.
It's a PS3 game.
I don't know how to record that, to be honest.
I'll just stand in the back and record it very pixelated.
Okay, people are dying, and I'm at a very rapid rate, and I'm not liking it.
Can't use them to kill people.
Yeah and no. Yes, I can make more soldiers, but they take a second. So I'd like them to stop all dying. Alright, yeah, look at this. 84.
What the hell?
You see why I wanted the farm so bad?
Uh-huh.
Wink. I might lose this game because I'm not building walls. Because I just don't know where to put them, to be honest. Anyway, so that was 84 there. And then if we go up here, we can get another 84. Oh, you are in trouble. That one's wrecking you. Oh, no. Oh, no. Can this stop for a second? I think it's finally time to put down some walls, because I feel like stuff is about to go really, really wrong. And I ran out of wood.
Doctor told me to stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Oh, she's licking it.
The peace and quiet of having a Siamese indeed. Go on the floor.
Great, no one just died.
Figuring it out fine. Hey, it worked.
Usually I'll just sit here and ramble for commentary, but
Yeah, no ideas.
I'm lacking today.
Tip, 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 tip. Dip, 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 dip. I don't know. Okay, where'd the person die? Over here?
I'll let you come in.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Alright, anyway, so we have food again, so you know what we can do?
Supper.
And now I'm out of wood. Alright, well, what I can do is try expanding power to one of these various forests, that way I can get more wood. Yeah, I doubled it up there for a little bit while I was waiting for a...
Did you ever finish Skyrim, Brandon?
No! Not even close.
What? Like the game?
Yeah. Because remember we had 2 copies, so I let him borrow one? Yeah.
Oh wait, that's your copy of Skyrim?
Yeah.
Oh. I forgot about that.
I beat it like twice. You gotta be kidding me.
No,
It's
I'm
fun.
not even close to being done. I'm like one of those people who explores every last nook and cranny.
There's literally nothing
You have
wrong
so
with
much
that.
time to do that after you beat the game.
Yeah, it's not like New Vegas or... I forget if Fallout 3 does it, but... Like,
It does.
New Vegas makes you repeat the last mission once you beat the game. Same thing with Star Wars: The Force Unleashed and Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. They make you just repeat the final fight or the final mission or something.
That's when it's supposed to be like over.
Yeah, they don't let you explore or anything. It's dumb.
Although you can.
There's games which you cannot play after you beat them, like New Vegas, and that really hinders it because, it's dumb and stupid. Then there's games that let you just keep exploring, and like Skyrim, and those are really fun. And then there are games that actually unlock more content after you beat the game, and those are the top tier games, like Fossil Fighters.
Yes, top tier.
Top tier. Does anyone remember Fossil Fighters?
No.
Comment down below!
Comment down below if you remember Fossil Fighters.
Slam that like button.
Don't do that. Hit dislike and then explain why.
Terraria.
Terraria. Like, we gotta play Terraria again.
We should.
You stay down here, I'll go upstairs. I'll play Terraria. Right.
Spoil my shitty laptop. Play on my Steam account so I get some great achievements. Like starting the game.
Yeah.
That is a high-class achievement.
I remember when they added achievements to Terraria in the 1.3 update a couple years ago. That was something because you basically got an achievement for breathing. Like,
Take 30 steps.
you know, you joke, but I think that actually is an achievement. Not like just 30 steps.
I jest.
Yeah, I think like walking a certain distance or like riding a minecart a certain distance actually is an achievement in Terraria. If it's not, I know it is in Minecraft.
It's a Minecraft. What?
But you start up a game in Terraria, if you've never gotten the achievements before, you'll be getting like 20 of them within the first hour. It's ridiculous. Because, you know, you get one for dying underground, you get one for upgrading your health, you get one for spawning, you get one for making a hammer, you get one for smashing a crystal orb, a shadow orb. You get one for every boss you kill. And then you get to a point and there's this achievement called Gelatin World Tour, and it's kill all like 26 flavors of slime.
Flavors?
And then you only have one left, and you're like, what slime is it? And then you look up the list of slimes, and the one you haven't killed is the rainbow slime, because the rainbow slime only spawns in a storming hallow biome desert, but only when it's not spawned in the hallow itself. Because you got to be standing
It's
in
in a desert while it's storming.
desert, storming, Hallow. No, I think it's just while it's raining in the Hallow. I think the one I did it in was a desert though.
That's how gays are made.
And then you have to be standing at the edge of the desert because it has to spawn somewhere that isn't the Hallow. Not the desert. I'm going to say the Hallow. I just keep saying desert because it makes sense in my mind.
Yeah, well, I felt like it was a smart idea.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
All things considered. Nice cottages.
Thanks. I know, they look like actual homes instead of just tents.
Those didn't look like cottages. They look like proper houses.
I want ice cream. Brandon, you want anything?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Really want anything?
No, there are no.
What's her name again? Joy. Okay. That's going to flip for real.
Yeah. Cat's flipping out again.
As Brendan tries to find a way that the walls will work.
But unfortunately, it's all Meadow.
It really is. And I'm out of wood.
Okay.
I don't care. Just don't die. Oh, someone died.
Strawberry.
Yeah. Actually, it's strawberry shortcake, so I won't hear it.
Does it have like a strawberry thing at the bottom?
No. You touch it up, kid.
Anyway.
I'm gonna start clearing out. Do they need wood to be made? No. Oh yeah, they do. Damn it.
Because of the bow.
Are we gonna? Is this gonna be the end right here? They're gonna just wreck the farms. Oh, this is not working out. Why is everyone dying? Like, I know it's the apocalypse. What would I ever do to you to deserve this?
It's apocalypse.
Okay, let me try and, like, take him this way. No, 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 you get back
More
here.
zombies.
You get back here. Okay, good. Everybody follow me. Come on. Come on. We're going to a land that's far away
Candy Island.
along the crystal fountains.
This is only getting worse.
It's fine. I'll just run around the corner. Oh. This is not good. Panic. Panic, panic, panic. I really don't know. I'm just gonna focus down here and hope that goes away.
Do you remember what level you got to in Skyrim before you stopped?
Yeah, it was like 43 or something.
That's
43.
That's decent.
And you still haven't finished the game?
I haven't finished anything. I think I still have like...
And you're at level 43.
I haven't even explored half the map.
And you're at level...
I can believe that.
What? This is tragedy.
There's so many zombies.
Okay. Anyway, so because we're dying up there, we should probably... Never enough people. Can I build these? No, because I don't have enough people. That's not good. Where? This is not going to go well. This is where it ends. This is where it ends. Like, I really don't know if I could fix this.
God, looking over the earth right now.
Just go into, like, the back corner and die and track all the zombies back there.
Go die in a corner.
Think about your life. Oh, no, we lost that one too. Okay, so we're just gonna... This is not going well. This is what I was afraid of, but you know, I've just been lollygagging around.
Believe it or not, I am not just sitting here twiddling my thumbs despite what it
Or
looks
you
like.
just do it.
Yeah, like, I'm not just doing that, is what I'm trying to say. I am actually trying to think of some kind of commentary to give, but unfortunately...
I don't have wood. Why am I gonna have wood?
I've
What is it
basically
doing?
already talked about, like, the 3 games I play. Because yesterday... I might have already touched upon this. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you don't want them to touch the houses. That's how you lose.
Screaming people.
No, because if they touch the houses, then all the people inside them instantly become zombies. Which is like 4 per house. Yeah, this is a loss. I don't
At
think I
base
can...
level.
I don't think there's anything I can do at this point. Besides...
I would talk about the games I play, but mine are all dumb. Like Wipeout.
Like Call of Duty?
Oh. Yeah, Call of Duty's dumb, but I still play it. And
Yeah.
Dead Island, which I still haven't played. Well, I played some of it, but I haven't gotten past the jungle.
Alright, so... That was a tragedy. That was me being stupid. I hate my life. Alright, let's try that again.
What are you gonna do different?
What am I gonna do different? I don't know.
Oh.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna try not expanding out as quickly. Like, I usually try and expand to choke points, which is what I tried to do. But expanding to choke points was like the entire map, because there was
Yeah.
literally 0 choke points on the map. So, I guess I just gotta not piss off the hordes and worry more about clearing them out. But I know where things are now, so I don't even have to explore really. I'm just gonna set patrols instantly.
Trolls?
Yeah, you just...
Patrols.
Oh, I thought you were putting Shrek out there.
He's an ogre.
Oh, whoops, I forgot to do the houses already. Wow. This isn't going well.
I keep doing that.
Put it on the table.
I have
Actually,
the-
don't put it on the table.
Brendan's on the couch, sister's on the couch, and I'm in this desk chair, and every time I spin around, I end up kicking my water bottle down. And it's a giant water bottle, it's 3 liters.
What? What are you looking at?
I'm pointing at the water bottle over there.
Pointing at the water bottle.
Right, but today's the 21st. A couple days ago, the new event for Heroes of the Storm finally released, and I just realized that, or yesterday, that Jarrett and I have been experiencing a really, really terrible bug. For anyone who's actually played Heroes of the Storm, you might know that there's, I think, 14 maps in the game, and I don't know if Haunted Mines counts towards that total right now, because Haunted Mines was removed from rotation to get fixed because it was bad. But for almost a year now, ever since the Alterac Pass map was added, in AI, and I believe co-op versus AI, with an entire team of humans, not just bots for every available
Chewing
slot.
too loud?
Yes,
No,
you
my
are.
neck hurts. I'm turning blood.
Oh. I'm like,
So it's
I'm
turning
sorry.
right.
Okay, keep talking.
Like, if I just try to, like, let my head tilt to wherever Northern wants to go, it's this now.
Yeah,
Because
I've
you're
had
looking
that
at the
issue.
screen? Can you turn?
I could turn. That would be ideal, but at the same time, now I'm like starting to struggle here.
Struggle is real. Yeah, I had that issue when I used to play Skyrim on the console. I would just sit there with my neck craned like this.
It hurts.
And
Then
then
why
I'd
don't we set up that table? And then you put it here, and then he sits it there, and then you sit here.
See, that would be smart. We're not.
Instead of putting
We're
that
not those
there.
kind of people.
that would be smart. We're not.
Yeah, well, I can't get that out without ruining your whole setup, so.
And there's also like 1.5 million chords. I was afraid to touch stuff.
How far
Yeah.
into this episode are we?
60 minutes of
Oh God.
breathing.
Okay, that's enough for this episode. See y'all.